Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do a couple quests. Probably won't be too much because Toasty will be back soon. He went to his parents. Ready for a tea break, Cheese? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are gonna calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables, and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. So I'll come here, and I'll check my slave, and then send her on another venture, probably. And then I'll go to the quest. Oops. Nice pants. One of Toasty's twins. Oh, there they go. Scholar's Harp. Oh, I forgot I wanted to check the blue quests. Look, there they are again. This way. So here's one. Where is the other? Duty recommendations. So this is the hunt for specimens. Oh, and this one's all the way down here. Okay. I want to check this one out before I continue. Wait, what? Switch to this too. Always forget Archer has that ability. Beg pardon, good madam. I could scarce help but notice that sightseeing log on your person when you happen to be the adventure my niece wrote about. Would you? I don't think this is it. Aha, so it is you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am whatever. Melissa's aunt and seasoned explorer. Be a dear and hand me that log of yours. Melissa told me about all how she helped you embark on explorations of your own, so it's only right that I share with you some wisdoms of my own. Monsieur, oh, I can't forget to mention that, and done. Should be all set, dear. Jotted down everything I've heard about the most remarkable visits the realm has to offer. Of course, a few notes I've shared are not more than rumors, some describing locales so fantastical I can barely believe they exist. But as I always say, the true joy of exploration lies not in the destination, but in the journey. So go forth, dear, and see what sort of journey these hints take you on. That sightseeing log of yours won't fill itself, you know. I don't even think I got the Shadowbringer one. Yourself 80 or above to record it, whatever. Okay. I wonder if that's why I didn't see any of those like lookout points or whatever, and I'm lazy. I'm just gonna teleport. So it appears neither of these blue quests were a thing in the area. I'm assuming this is a city. It's part of the like a bigger thing that I can't quite see yet. Or maybe I can, it's just because I'm in the teleport thing and not in my map, like a smart person. The northern empty. So where is this place? The northern empty. It's just an other. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlene that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Teleforoi or whatever. Might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Jose is now accompanying you. Okay, just one of these. So there's no commenting. What? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You must understand, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew of the Teleforoi. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear, and... Wait, you're that house levy or girl, aren't you? And this woman with you is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be, have not to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come, cheese. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Teleforoi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Levy, whatever. My apologies, but I work in the office of the forum, and if we're to reach Master for show that I was helping you. I see, we're sorry to have bothered you. Welcome, madam. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alizé I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studium. It seems like an age ago now. Remember hearing that you and Master Alpha Male had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? It's complicated, and I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levy, whatever. No matter how discreet Master Pachot may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? We have questions, and only Charlene has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. Maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlene, aren't you? Then she will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're sitting down the food, and you might get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? I'm a waitress. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. Tea set, water edge. The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting on an outside table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you should see a Mikote gentleman who ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck. Alright, lobster. Oh, fuck, the chatty people. They had the tea set. Oh, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. The Telefohoop? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them, or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Assuming they had the omelet. Finally, 2468. Let's dig in. No time to waste. What, the Telephoroi? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. Urbane banter with a smile. Let's just give the oven baked lobster. Wait, is this the... Yes, he is. At last, the oven baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved in supper to afford this heavenly dish. Final days. This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of a sort. Travel the world, procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlene. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. By all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telephoroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Interesting, they seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickin had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Let's enjoy our drinks somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. Where did she go? Behind this place? Yes, this could do nicely, out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlene? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
These I forget what they're called.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
The Gleamers or whatever.
A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the Gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And Gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Okay, so are we gonna do a dungeon or something? A labyrinthine descent. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to Numenon and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. Okay, so Kryl is there. I wonder if they're gonna like hate all of us eventually. Snooping around. Welcome back, Cheese. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. It makes sense. The Gleaners take the requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats, but as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As you should have observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Cheese and Alizé learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. In which case our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves. If we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. What should we expect down there? Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. As for myself, there are a few more subjects that I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there and I'll show you where the entrance is. Going this way. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorientating. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Well, I was there, try not to fall behind. Off we go then. Okay. Are they for real with this? They ever walk the whole fucking way? No, you're okay, thank God. Cross the bridge, okay. Try not to get too far ahead of her. Last thing I need is for to lose her and start over again. Up here. Or what? Rostra, not far now. Here we are, through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It will make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. So down here. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift and down we go.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
Is this...
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Is this like a whole like zone with enemies and like fates and stuff, but it's just underneath the city? Because that's pretty cool.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing.
but I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
I really want to see the map for this place.
Ugh. Did you call to me just now? No. How odd.
I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
She's gonna disappear.
I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Or rather, her soul's gonna disappear. Or she's going to, she might have the blessing, I'm not sure. Maybe Heidelin's trying to talk with her. So let's see. Wow, okay. This is pretty cool. Take it, yep, to the east, huh? Let me go get one of these bad boys real quick. Going west like a smart person. How far to the east? Damn, the lady troll. You guys got this thing down here? They're 21 east. Northeast. Up there, huh? Probably gonna come back up here for something, but I'll get it now. Don't notice me. Everything can attack me now. Oh, he's getting a little close. Plop. Next one is southeast. But, whoops. Leave me alone. Travel. 8th occurrence. What the fuck? There's a lot of 8th occurrence in this bitch. You're here to help or give me more headaches because you don't have the look of a gleaner and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now a pack of marmots running loose. Exchange with Aaronville has taught you about exhausted gleaners. Oh, there's the lookout. Let me think. The Reyes seed should be item 1058, cumin seeds 1059, snurtleberry 1060. Oh, were they 1061? Ah, my head feels like it's stuffed with moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corthan carrots for the Garabania carrots? What then? I thought you should you about large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. Come get this real quick too. I really gotta pee. Look out. Mr. Record, the path of artifice. This massive lift is one of several which connects the surface of Old Charlian to the subterranean research and storage complex of Labyrinthos. At the end of its descent, the mechanism opens up onto the hub of Upper Acranthos, from where passengers or cargo continue onwards towards other facilities. Alright, let me talk to this last one, and before I turn it in, I gotta go piss, so... One moment. You wanna know what I'm doing? Hauling books, and ore, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos, sort it and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They did one a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could it be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Taking stock in Labyrinthos. Alright. I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Talk to Cryo. Any luck, Cheese? What tales did the Gleaners have to tell? So this grand operation began without warning. For every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the Forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Cheese, I have an idea. Damn, I crouched down and everything. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I'll turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. I think he can hear you. Oh, that wants me to talk to him first. You wish to help me find the marmots? I have nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. The name's Aaronville, friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. They said the capture of these Naction marmots is a trial of no desire to repeat. Oh, that said the capture. Okay, I thought it said whatever. Grizzled mice, they call them. For a mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in the sack. Gently, of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot. Or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. So this way. I need to get a crystal down here. I'd like to. I think I was falling for this. Thought I saw the shiny. Oh, grizzled mouse. Wow. Chirp squeak. Oh no, where are you going? Barely have raided the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off into the underbush. Don't attack me, please. There's the circle. So how close am I to a current from here? Southwest. Still a bit of ways. Squeak. The rodent nimbly evades your grasp before once more disappearing into the trees. I think I'm gonna go for this. Don't care if I come here anyway. I can just teleport. Southeast. I wonder if I'm getting close to this one too. To the south. Whoops. I really want to. Holy shit. Is it like... How close am I from here? Southeast. Fuck it. I'll get it later. For now, I'll do just the main quest the game wants me to do. No blue. Hope it's not like up there. But it probably will be. Considering the circle is up there and I haven't seen it here. And now I'm out of the circle, so... There it is. Not even a circle. Okay, maybe this is just it. Cornered. Chirp. Squeak, squeak. More prepared for its speed this time, you succeed in closing the sack over your elusive quarry. So you just wanted the one? Thought I was gonna be getting like a couple. $448 to the south. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. There's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, when it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. What will you do with the marmots now? That's for the Forum to decide. They are the guiding authority behind Labyrinthos after all, and this job was but one small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Cheese. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk anyway? I am Cryle of the students Abaldecion. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hoped that by seeing those decisions put into action, you might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical, never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls, other animals to capture, and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered when the operation was begun, the forum contacted the Gleaners guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telephoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity, thus I am inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telephoroi's declaration was what set it all in motion? Question mark. It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation in Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archaon? From there we can reach the lower. Cryo, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archaon or whatever. We follow the path east through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse or marmot, was it? Anyway, tis the trolls you need to watch out for. The one that I already went to and can now teleport to. Let's go. I wonder if they're somehow fucking with her, the forum, and they're gonna be like, well, since she's incapacitated, you guys have to leave now. Or something bullshit. Behold the Archaon, as Nuamin serves as Charlene's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture too is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archaon contains a physical history of Charlemagne's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Ooh, I get a headpiece, 515, and it's better. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Alright, let's go talk to the janitor then. Greetings, we are here to peruse the Archaon's vaults. Peruse? You are clearly not gleaners then. Might I ask your affiliation? You belong to the students of Baldazon, whatever, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. But is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What, so this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach, so to step outside for the moment, shall we? Students of Baldazon. Or was it or We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to pursue this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. It's likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to integrate, or to If we were to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Alright, let's take a look around. It's a big drop. Probably not over here. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archaon, even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. But it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Squeal, squeal. Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archaon is open again. Just have it in the fucking box. I don't see... So this... Not fully out yet. I don't think. Oh, there we go. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. Alright. Thanks for the heads up. Weird song. Wait, is this the same guy? Quiet, you'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close, very close. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. The effects are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. And here I was hoping we were done with the mouse target thing. Green bird which caws. I think I saw it caw. He springs out a knife and cuts its throat.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose.
You kill
Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties.
Oh, okay, that's better than what I said.
But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Never mind, I was right. They're gonna kill it.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Sounds fucked up.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
Mericidia?
What? Why would you say that?
They're moving.
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too. able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Me come with you.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Put us in the box.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you'd do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Hope there's an aether current near it. Considering that there's about like 10 of these bitches. Southwest. It's probably like down off the fucking cliff. Victor, Victor. This must be it, the entrance to the mine shaft. It is faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures home there by the researchers, you think? With slavering beasts inside, we'll need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Ooh, give me the gear. What's this look like? I guess I can wait and give that to my slave. Oh, I can't do it here? God damn it. Okay, then not yet. The medial circuit, medial, whatever. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Okay, in we go. Wonder if there's a current in here, south. Surveying. Southwest. It's probably in there. Mithril cap. Say the name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen them before. Northwest. Why had me go this way? Can I just not have gone here? Ignore me. There it is. Try a little aether currents. How many actually is this? Guess I'll count after I get this one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It really is 10. One of these better have like 0. Or like 2. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident, nothing of consequence at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. To recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Aaron Bill's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. What's the next closest one? North? Kinda heading that way. And there are puzzles to go up there. Either way, I'm coming down here. Close to the thing too. Excuse me. Aha. I know where we are. This is Marial Agronomics. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora, food so exotic you'd be hard pressed to guess the origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. See no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. It's possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers, the rest of us will do the same. Or cast about our useful clues. Or useful clues. See, this is a quest line for all the girls, and then the other one's for all the boys. How close am I? North. Hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're a much hardier soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has a spilling order list a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. Oh. Overwhelmed laborer. Huff huff. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I can carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for aerial transport. Hence the stack of crates atop the hill over there. Gods, hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Are they riding a couch or a chair? Oh. Harried harvester. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to our particular locale and the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Ilsabard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for a myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition into a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it to Locus Amenus. The forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as the researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Investigate the stacked boxes. Okay, I already got that one up there. How close am I to this thing? East. Big ass hornet. Wonder if I can get it from here. Whoops. Don't tell me it's... Damn it, man. Fuck it. Don't attack me. Don't do it. Take a mega potion. That really doesn't do much. Thought it did more. Alright, stacked boxes. Labels on these crates tell the story of their contents, bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Thank you for the history lesson on a flower. I wonder if she's gonna get another headache.
Have you learned aught of interest?
So there's this flower right here, right?
A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Beat him up.
Isn't that the entrance to the Arcane?
Arcane.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
Our friend.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Crier?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
What's wrong with Kryl?
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Who are you talking about? Krell, still feeling unwell. I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our quarry slip away. We'll report, warts and all. Erenville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. Look at that. Use the marijuana. Perfect timing. Okay, so this one is there. West. I'm going west. I wonder if I can cross here. Make it to Charlian Hamlet. Excuse me, guys. Damn it. Is it like another tier below? Southwest. Let me check the other side of this before I give up. Or even down here. There it is. I think this is 4. Yeah. Really want to jump down. Oh well. I do this the right way. Is there any... No blue quests. I should look at the other place too and see if there are any. When I return. Cutscene already. Hold a moment, I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos' climate control centers. It should have its own lifts. Which one could access the upper or lower tiers? If I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place. But even when you happen to find Aaronville in the company of said agent, cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Goodness. Poke. Unaccustomed to transfiguration, worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions stop along and catch up with Aaronville. As you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. What am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. If you change into a toad, you must remain transfigured in order to progress the quest objectives. If you return from your transfigured status, if you move too far away, look to your map for the transfiguration's area of effect. Speak with Stola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with your quest objectives. Okay. Got it. Can't use it. Let's avoid the big guy. Probably stick to the road. I'm assuming that progresses the mission. Oh no, this might be the damn. Unless this is the mission. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Alto attempts and fails to shake his head, but you nevertheless understand that he's telling you that this is the wrong way. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Turns his face north, perhaps he's suggesting you cross the bridge. So Alpha Male says this is the wrong way. She told me to cross the bridge. Cross the bridge I shall. And then I'll head north. Watch out for that Yakkow. 86 as a frog. Oh, Heaven's Thrust. And Chaotic Spring. Oh, look, there they are. They're already on it. Cool.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work.
See if he doesn't rat
So
us
much
out.
so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Sorry for the noise.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
Let's push a protest. Does he know?
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
He knows.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Oh, Gilly Jones. Suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, and he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telephoroi's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. A guide of sorts. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the Gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Kryle for the moment, see what they think of this. Is there a thing nearby? Southwest. It's probably going to be down here. I hope it's down here. Northwest. Damn it, man. It's up there. Oh, and there's a blue quest there too. How did I... Wait. Okay, where is this again? I kind of forgot. South. Oh, right there. I'm confused. So we were there. But you can come down there. And that connects down there. So why did we need to ride the thing down? I'm confused a little bit. Didn't mean to look at that, but I will actually take a look where the next one's at. South. Down there. Duty recommendations. Lost little troll. Welcome back. I trust you in Aaronville. Yeah, I trust you found Aaronville then. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that was something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Cryle, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. Excuse me. I'm gonna go get that blue quest. Hopefully, I can get the blue quest. Because I'm still a little confused how this whole area is connected and why I needed to go through the mine shaft. And why I couldn't just go, like, around, like a different area. There it is. Hate the current. Oh, dearie me. My sweetest shaggles, or one of the Archean's precious samples, has fled. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? My apologies. I'm Noelle Tia, an archivist. The Archeon is home to various samples collected from all across the star, and one such specimen has just escaped. A young troll, to be specific. I hope he hasn't been set upon by the local predators. Listen, I promise to compensate you, so could you please help me retrieve the specimen? My thanks. I will continue my search of this area. I'd like you to check the 33rd facet. Once you've had a comprehensive look about, please meet me at the Archeon to report your findings. Alright, he wants me to go where? Down there. So it's like in the, what do you call it? I'm actually going to go use the restroom, so I will be back in a little bit.